Oh, hi, Rich Keeble here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, it's been a month since the last video where I talked about various work things, but also I mentioned this groin injury which has stopped me from running. Now, if you follow me on Strava, and I hope you do, you'll see that I've run very infrequently, and I still haven't released those race videos I promised, the Vitality 10k and the Tiskia half marathon. Now, firstly, before we address the fact that I'm clearly actually running, something I haven't done for a long while, I just want to say thanks to everyone who's been messaging or whatever about rivals, and also apologies that I've been posting so much about it. I was advised that, you know, you should post several times about it because of the algorithm, not everyone sees it, and you know, it has turned into quite a big deal. Spent some money on the promotion, which is great, and it turns out that the show's actually really good. Also, I shot that Casualty episode that I mentioned last time up in Cardiff. I fell deeply in love with Neat, who plays Rash in the series. We had some great scenes together. Also had these video game things, which I mentioned. Yeah, this video game, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. They did a cast announcement thing, did a trailer and some press releases. I'm not mentioned in the trailer because my character is being held back, but I was mentioned in the press releases, so that's really cool. This other game, New World Eternum, came out, and the Young Knives video came out as well, in which I sort of play some slightly weird character. But yeah, that was a really fun thing because Henry the singer taught me how to play the song so I could mime along to it convincingly. Back to the running side of things. So yeah, when I was in Cardiff, I did go for a little run on a treadmill, and I did a couple of K, and my groin hip was still kind of hurting, so I kind of stopped. And then, you know, the next day I felt like I'd sort of, I don't know, done myself some further damage, so I just rested again. Wasn't doing any exercises or anything. I did mention in the video that I had the Great South Run coming up. I wasn't sure whether I could run that or not, but as it turned out they cancelled it because of weather anyway. I think my entry is just rolling over to next year. So yeah, it's a bit of a win really. I mean, for me, meaning I didn't have to make a decision. It's not really a win for other people, so a selfish win. So back to now, and I'm nearly 2k into this jog I'm doing, and I haven't really felt any issues, touch wood. I can almost feel a little nagging reminder that things aren't quite at 100%, but I think that's good. Anyway, last week when I was back home from Cardiff, didn't have much work on, I booked myself a physio appointment in a place up the road in Wimbledon. It's like 80 quid for an hour consultation. So I thought, well, let's get someone to actually look at me, because I had a bit of a shoulder rotator cuff issue a few years ago, and I did it just on the NHS. Some bloke had a conversation with me over the phone. I was never really fully convinced that he actually knew what the issue was, because he hadn't even looked at me. So I thought, well, I'll just go into a private clinic, and then at least I know what the problem is. So I went into this physio place, and you know, this very kind lady looked at me, did a load of exercises to see where the pain was, assessing my kind of flexibility and whatnot. Yeah, it turned out the only time I really had any kind of discomfort was when I did single leg hops, and she noted that I had a bit of glute weakness on that side. It can cause problems because something else overcompensates, doesn't it? So and she gave me some exercises to do, which are basically glute groin strengthening things. So she gave me some glute bridges while squeezing a ball between my legs, gave me some half bridges, I think she called them, or maybe I call them that, where you're on your knees, so I guess it takes a bit of pressure off your groin. Did I say half bridges? I meant half planks. So yeah, she said to do those like twice a day. I've managed once a day, And I'm hoping that a combination of doing that and just allowing a bit of time to pass has kind of sorted me out. I just rested my camera on somebody's bin and they came out the front door, so I quickly grabbed the camera and legged it. Guerrilla filmmaking in real time. Hey, you're right. Just seen the guy I know there, Gordon, just running off. But yes, I did ask the physio about running, and I said, well, you know, I kind of don't want to lose too much of this fitness. And I said I'd run 4K. So yes, sorry, before the physio, I had run 2 days before. I'd run 4K, and that kind of felt all right. But almost at the end of it, maybe I was just being reminded that there was an issue and I shouldn't push it. So she suggested, yeah, maybe just running 3 or 4K for now and see how I feel. So what I've done is I'm just coming up to 3K now, I think, and I'm still feeling okay. So a bit of a hilly section. My heart rate's to the roof because of the hills, and I'm talking to you. I'm actually feeling pretty good. I was reminded via an email that the Brighton Half Marathon is 16 weeks away. Now, of course, I couldn't run it this year because of my tap injury. So I'd really love to be in a good place for that half marathon. Fingers crossed. Oh, I need to do my shoelace up. So yeah, I think I've covered off everything important. If you haven't watched Rivals yet, do give it a go. You can get a free trial for Disney Plus to watch it. Again, this video will delay the edits of the backlog of videos even further. But I thought you guys deserved an update. Thanks again for following me on Insta, Twitter and Blue Sky. I know I've been posting a lot. A lot of people moving to Blue Sky now, by the way. Okay, I'm about 200 meters away from 5K and I still feel okay. So I think it's reasonable to say that we're back. Yeah, I think we're back. So if you're not a subscriber, please consider liking and subscribing, and then actually like and subscribe. Okay, see you around.